Down two. Down two. It's time to talk about down two. I spoke very, very highly about the move down one, but I think it's time to talk about down two because I want to help people understand just what this move creates for us and what we have available after down two. I was kind of frowning about the move a little bit on stream and stuff like that, but that's just because I play a lot of this game and there's moments where, you know, you get a bit frustrated and stuff when certain things don't work. So you kind of, it goes around in cycles. Sometimes you'll think something's really good and then it doesn't work against someone else and then you just get a bit annoyed. But when you really go back to like just the basic of what the move is and all the things that come after the move and just the simple things that it sets up, and you just remember all of this stuff because it's easy to forget. It's easy to just see what works and just keep almost flowcharting and just doing the same thing again and again and again until it stops working. But when you just go back to basics sometimes, you're able to just think with a level head and just really see the move for what it is. So down two is a move that I want to talk about because it's the one situation where I feel like we get to create certain situations where we get to space against our opponents and like force them to overextend and things like that. So just the first one I'm going to show is just down two into down forward four. So just a simple interaction like this here. So fair enough, cool. Opponent can sidestep, punish, whatever. Just like, obviously you can be stepped and punished and all of that, that's all good, but like the thing is, Leo obviously has down forward 2, in which case sidestep block, you know, is the option you have to go for, because if you commit to the step you're going to get launched, right? And this is against most of the cast, if not all. So down 2, down forward 2, very common Leo option here. Obviously down jab is an option, power crush is an option, like power crush parries and things like that. But why is down forward 4 so significant here? Because if I mash, the down forward 4 wins. If I do a power crush parry like this, and I think this works for Zafina as well, you'll basically get a free launch. So they'll try and parry, you'll take no damage, they'll take damage, and then you get a free launch thanks to down forward 4. Not only that, on block, as you can see, it kind of leaves Leo quite a distance away from the opponent. So if they just retaliate with like a down forward 1, free launch again. If they commit to anything, you can maybe react to the situation and then get a duck on like a mid-high string or something. If they panic, they might try and throw out, I don't know, something like that, and you can just be patient and just get a punish. But basically it sets up a nice defensive scenario for you. So I would say I would go as far as to saying like on block, down forward 4 might even be better than on hit. Because on hit, you know, it leaves you at a, you know, you're plus, but like you're in a weird scenario where they can backdash now. And they're almost in the scenario that you are when you use down forward 4 against them. So yeah, it's kind of it's interesting to say the least. Obviously +5 and not close to your opponent is always a weird scenario to be in. Yeah, if you play like this kind of way where you're doing down 2 and then obviously if it doesn't hit, you know, you go for a down forward 4, this keeps you safer, right? So like let's say for instance the Leo's doing down 2 down forward 2 to catch me stepping, right? But I'm not stepping. I get my punish, Leo's lost all momentum, and yeah, it's not good for the Leo player, right? So punish, and yeah, they've lost all momentum. But if they do down 2 down forward 4, they don't lose momentum. If I've got my opponent conditioned enough to not sidestep, you know, I can at least make something happen after they've blocked this down forward 4. And now this is just general game plan, like general gameplay when the HP is anything above, let's say 50%, to be honest, because that's when you want to do your most damage, right? So when your HP is, you know, a lot lower and you're getting to the end of the game and the opponent's kind of panicking now, you know, that's when you might want to opt for things like this, you know, just a simple frame trap to get your damage. Because people will go for things like down jabs, so you can commit to things like that. Down forward 1, 2, you can kind of twitch confirm as well, so that might be something that you want to practice a little bit as well. If you're a newer player, twitch confirm is just like if you see your opponent move or like kind of do an attack during your down forward 1 animation, you can press the 2 follow up to confirm the hit. And then obviously down forward 1 is just a down forward 1. We won't go into too much depth because this is just about down 2 right now. But let's look at some other options. So we've got down 2 into back 1+4. So with this one, this kind of nullifies like the people that are hop kicking, because the high comes out in 19 frames. So like if they do an I-15 hop kick, obviously I'm not using a hop kick character, but like if they hop kick, it will be a trade where they won't get full reward. That's just something to think about. And then obviously if they heat burst, which I'm going to show you now, if they do heat burst, you see that weird stun, they get full launch. And then obviously if you're playing against the likes of Nina, who has a power crush from crouch, and they do their power crush, you'll be able to launch them as well. And this is obviously things I've mentioned in the past, but it's obviously good to just remind you of the situation. So I'm going to do a hop kick now. So as you can see, there's a trade, but obviously, you know, there isn't really a big reward for either player. So yeah, it's a good option. It's definitely a good option. And also, I'm just going to show you very quickly. So let's say, for instance, opponent is on P2 and they try to sidestep right. The low can track them sometimes. But obviously, we're at the point now where sidestepping right is kind of out of the equation because, you know, you're using options to stop them from stepping. Things like down 2, down 4, 2, down 2, down 4, 3, things like that. Yeah, let's see what other options we have. So down 2, down 4. Okay, down 2, down 4. Can't step right. Can we step left? Can't step left. So down 2, down 4 is also a no-brainer. These are the type of things you want to play into, just to stop your opponent from stepping. And then obviously if they do start doing sidestep low parry and things like that, then that is when you have to really just pin them down with down forward 3 and just, although you're giving away your turn, you know, it's important because if you can stop them stepping and they're respecting that and they're just kind of holding back and guessing mid or low, you can kind of go off of the down 2s and just really get in their head and annoy them. So like, okay, let me just set up like multiple down 2s now. So you've obviously seen like the things that have happened in between. Like if they go for a power crush, they can potentially get launched if I go for back 1+4. If I do obviously down forward 2 and step, I can catch the step. If they step block, then down forward 4 should work against them. But if they commit to any kind of sidewalk, the down 4-2 will launch them. And then obviously there's smaller rewards as well, like depending on the side that you're playing on. So like if I'm on P1 defending against Leo and I try sidestep left, jab will always track me. And then on P2, you might want to go for like forward 2, forward 2-4, which jails and is -1 on block. So that's again another good option that I've shown in the past. But like, yeah, so let's say for instance you've stopped stepping now and now you're kind of just taking down 2s. Like this is where it becomes really annoying because the one time you might want to step, you might just get launched. So you can kind of just like abuse your opponent with this move because it really is that strong. And then obviously after that there are options like down 4, L sweep, QCF1. There's really strong lows. Again, down 1 is another move that exists. But like, I feel like you want to play into the RPS. You want to make them do something. So the moves you're going to want to be using obviously is this, down 2, down forward 4. And then obviously trying to set up a whiff punish very easily. It even makes Leo's down forward 4 whiff. So like this literally puts you at a position where you're making a lot of the characters full set with even back 1. So like they'll have to find a move that will reach you, which is just crazy. So yeah, down forward 4. I think, yeah, I feel like I've covered, you know, the general options after down 2 and like what is important to use after down 2 and just how to look at it and just how to kind of condition your opponent. This might not seem like a lot and other characters are probably doing a lot more offensively and things like that, but trust me, it is very great to have a move like down forward 4 and you just see what it does. Like it's insanely strong. Well, yeah, I feel like that's about it in terms of talking about down 2. Obviously, you know, it's a counter hit launcher, so if you do get a counter hit launch, then you're going to be doing obviously big damage, right? So I'll just do a combo like this, spike, stomp. Obviously I messed it up a little bit there, but you get the point. Like if you do land a counter hit launch with down 2 after annoying your opponent a lot, then that's your big reward. That's your big reward for throwing out a 21 frame move. So, and of course I have to do the segment where I showcase what I mean in a match, otherwise it won't make sense to some. So let's get it. So this Kazuya might be hard to, we'll see what happens, because it's 21 frames is obviously a lot of leeway to be down forward 2 counter hit. You know what I mean? So let's just play, see what happens. Okay. Okay. As you know, the move isn't fast itself, so you can obviously set it up in other ways. Alright, so he's not stepping. Down forward 4. 2, down forward 4. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Keep him close. Oh my god, wow. Okay, chick away isn't the same as Devil Jin. Isn't the same as Devil Jin's Power Crush. That's crazy. Just chill. Good 4. Okay. Down 4. Down 4. 2-1 and we win. Okay. So obviously in a match scenario, it's not all about just down 2, of course. To win a game, you know, you have to use more than just one move. But I will try and showcase what I'm trying to explain. So just bear with. We'll figure this out. Nice. I thought you would do FF2. Tried to do punch Sabeki. I tried to do jabs. Okay, man. Thank you, Harada. Thank you. God. Pop kick. I'm scared. Down for 2. Chick-fil-A again. Okay. So remember what I said about Chick-fil-A and stuff. Alright. Just let it rock. Down 2. Down forward 4. Okay, so he doesn't really retaliate, to be honest, so maybe I can just do a lot of down 2s now. Okay. Playing solid, to be fair. Let's see. Alright. Jab. Alright. Big combo. Well, I don't know why my inputs are just getting eaten. 2, down 4. Okay, good. Alright, down 2 pressure now. As long as I can get him to block 1. Down 2. Down 2. Down 2, full crouch sweep, no? Interesting, okay. So he shaped his defense around being patient. Power crush, nope. Down jabs. It's fine. Okay. So we got him kind of stuck at the wall there. So I wonder if we can do like a down 2 into like a hell sweep or something. Alright. Round start. Down 2, nope. Down 2, down 1. Yeah. Again, he's on the defensive still. Okay, down 2 connects. We're gonna step. There we go. 1, 2. Alright. Nice. And there we go. Down 2 counter hit. And here's our huge reward for being persistent with down 2s. Oh, sweet. Okay. So down 2. As I said, it's a move I've been frowning upon a little bit. Just because of the speed of the move. And just how I feel like it's hard to really get a lot of use out of it because of how slow it is. But I feel like if you can get them to block it and just condition them, it does change the game a lot. 1, 2, down 4, 2. Cool. He's not punishing. That's fine. Hell sweep. Tries to move, can't move. Down forward 4, just to keep it safe. Just to keep it safe. No reason to risk anything there. Even though I risked the hell sweep, but like that was just a read, so it's alright. Down 2, down forward 1. Okay. That was just in case he has another electric. Down 2, down 2. Okay, there we go. Alright. So maybe we can go for more bigger reads now. If we land a down 2 on hit, we might be able to go for something bigger. Parry? Okay. So, down 2, counter hit. Now we've got him at the wall. Okay. Down jab. Whoops. Roll back kill sweeps. Okay. smash, down 2, down for 3, and jabs. In them scenarios, you kind of have to disrespect because you don't want to get hell swept in that angle because it will hit the wall and then I'll most likely be dead. So it's worth challenging in that scenario. Okay. Down 2, down for 2. Okay, doesn't step. Sure. All right, let's start doing things like down 4 after down 2 now. Okay, counter hit again. The wall. Ah, too much. Whoops. Yeah, some weird inputs, but it's fine. But yeah, I would say down 2, if you can like find a safe way of like utilizing your other tools after getting opponents to block the move becomes 10 times stronger. Okay, so this a matchup I'm kind of familiar with, but definitely some weird things can go on against Leroy. But yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay. 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 I feel like the parry obviously created that opportunity to make a read on him going for the low there. So I felt like a low parry could have, you know, won me the game, and lo and behold. Alright, down 2. Okay, wow. Interesting. Okay, it's time for the down jab. Okay, I could have set up something after that down forward 4, potentially. Nice. So when you use down forward 4 on your opponent's block, obviously you're always looking for something to follow up with. Some kind of whiff punish. Or maybe a place to fit in down forward 2+3 to counter hit. Nice. Good patience. Oh wow. Wow. Okay. Did not know that was a combo. That is sick. Get the timing. Oh. Alright, how can we win this? Down to hit. Yeah, that was not necessary, but it's fine. Nice. Whilst I'm in 3-1, doing the job. Maybe a down forward 1 into Magic 4 or something. Nice step. Wow. Okay. So the reasons that I would get frustrated using a move like down 2 is just because like there is stubborn people that just won't get hit by the move, and like on block they will just be patient, and then you kind of second guess what you want to do a little bit because you're +4, but like the opponent is just standing there like not really doing anything about like down jab here and there, like maybe, but like you will just rarely get an opportunity to really get full use out of the move, it feels like. But if you don't use it, they don't really have to worry defensively. So you kind of have to use it like their down jab. Like your opponent's not going to have that mental weight on their, you know, their defensive decision making if you don't use it. So definitely has to be used. Nice. Down for 3. Okay. Down for 3 again. Yep. Down for 3. And this is just us trying to deal with, obviously, people trying to move around down 2. Nice. Down jab. Down 2. Wow. Down 1. Nice. Okay, so we're getting a lot more utility out of using down 2 now, because he's thinking about too many things now. Right, movement. Okay, can't catch his movement for now. That's fine. Tracks. Nice. Step block. Just thought I'd go for it since we got a couple more rounds to play with. Okay, trade, sure. Okay, down forward 1 into down forward 2 now. Failing it. What? Okay. Down 4. Nice. Okay. So obviously I'm trying to use it in a way that it will be easy to understand for like players that play Leo at basically every rank, because you're going to deal with people that mash, you're going to deal with people that obviously challenge you in situations that you're going to be unfamiliar in. You know, it's good to mix up your options, but like if something works, do not be afraid to keep using it. So obviously there's a few times where I went for down 2, up forward 1, and obviously the up forward 1 would be blocked, but then afterwards they would feel like it's their turn to press, and then down forward 2+3 would just connect, and if it's an counter hit you get a full combo, so huge reward. But then obviously another time that might not work because your opponent might, you know, just mash, and obviously that's the problem. Yeah, other than that, that's been the video. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Let me know if you want to know about any other situations, and I'll be sure to cover it. But yeah, I hope this video helps out all kinds of players, and I've been Io Richie. Take it easy, everyone.